Apologies for the technical difficulties. You know, we got that fixed. And again, shout out to Snipes for coming through right here. Again, playoff action right here as we got Trade for Life versus Illuminati here. Trade for Life got the ball right here. With first and goal right here at the 3-yard line. And that's going to be a touchdown right there by Guangwu. And looks like Trade for Life is going to go up 10-7. Pinning this field goal. Looks like it's accurate. And the kick is up. And kick is good. And Philly, you with me?
Oh, I'm definitely with you. I also want to give a shout out to Jay Hall. Paying attention to my echo going 5 times. I appreciate you.
Yeah, and again, sorry about that, folks. Again, we're trying to get this fixed out. But right now we're smooth. We got everything rocking right now, so let's keep it going. All right, so 10-7 right here. Illuminati coming out, gun tight slots, halfback week. Rams playbook. Got Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, superstars. And then David Bakhtiari and Tyron Smith, as we're going to see an audible right here by Illuminati going to the single back trips right here. Aaron Rodgers handed off to Aaron Jones. Nothing doing for Aaron Jones. There's 6 rushes and -1 yards. And Philly, you mentioned it earlier before we had technical difficulties. This Washington Commanders defensive line is insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the strengths that they have. And clearly, Trey is saying, you can't get anything outside. I want you to run right up the middle, and we're not even going to give you that.
And right up the middle, he almost did, and he almost got a lot out of it. But this time, only got stopped for 6 yards. This is going to be a 3rd and 4. So before we had all the technical difficulties, we seen Illuminati on offense not making the best reads. Had a turnover downs earlier through to the user to Butler that Trey is using right now. If you're Trey right now, are you feeling good about your defense right now, or are you a little bit still on edge that at any point that Illuminati can turn it up and score?
Well, I mean, I think that you're winning, right? It's 10-7. You've held them to 7 points. Looks like you're going to be going into the 4th quarter with the lead. So you just have to continue to be patient and wait for him to make another mistake like we saw in the first half when he threw right to the user.
And let's see if we can see if Illuminati makes another mistake right here. 4th and 2 again. We see him as tight slots halfback week. And looks like that's going to be Aaron Jones right there on a little bit of a wheel route right there. And that's going to be a 1st down and 10 right there, Philly, for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, it looks like there was 2 people open on the play, but he seemed to be determined to get that ball to his superstar, and he came through.
And put your forwards up in the chat. 4th quarter time, clutch time, crunch time, win or go home. This is the playoffs as we see Illuminati. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass right there. Try to throw it to Alan Lazard, get a high point pass right there. Not a bad decision considering it's Madden 23. Ags are real, but that time unable to come down with the Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what he saw there, but he can't get out of this rhythm that he's established to move the ball down the field, because this game can get ugly quickly.
And let's see if it does right here. Again, Aaron Rodgers barking out the orders to his offense, to his receivers. As we see Alan Lazard come into motion right there. Looks like man coverage. Play action, play right there. Nothing open, it seems like. Got to throw the ball away, and he does right there. Great defense right there by Trade for Life. Going with the overstorm Brave right there, and nobody was open right there that time, Philly.
Yeah, that was excellent coverage, and you can see Trade for Life is being patient. We talked about it a couple of seconds ago. We were talking about there's no need for him to try to force the issue because he's held Illuminati to 7 points in the ball game so far.
And again, pay attention to these motions that Illuminati has been doing. Again, especially with Robert Tanyan. We kind of called the game a little bit earlier in the year, especially with the PS5 league with these motions with Robert Tanyan and Travis Kelce, and almost throw a pick right there. And that's going to be 4th and 10. This is going to be one of the hardest decisions in the game right there in Philly. 10-7, and that could have been really, really ugly for Illuminati.
Exactly, and you got to give Trade for Life all the credit in the world. He's making the right plays, calling the right plays, and he has an opportunity to either get a turnover or force a turnover on downs.
And let's see what the result is again. 4th and 10. Again, this is win or go home situation right there. And we'll see what Green Bay can do right here as Illuminati is barking out the orders. Once again, tight slots halfback weak. And 5 seconds left on the play clock right here as Dobbs goes into motion right there. And Rogers going to drop back, has a guy open in the flat, and that's going to be Alan Lazard, and that's going to be a first down right there for Alan Lazard right there. Clutch play by Lazard. Had him open the flat, nobody home until, and Alan Lazard, 6'5" frame right there, able to get over the first down line.
Yeah, you got to think Trey was expecting that wheel route out of this formation. Illuminati made the right read. Completion, first down.
And Illuminati still has some life in there. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And let's see what Illuminati does as Robert Tanya comes in motion right there, looking like a bunch set, going with a quick base. Aaron Jones, nothing doing too much right there. Gain of 3 right there, 9 rushes, 10 yards. Not a great game on the ground for Aaron Jones. And, Philly, you mentioned it earlier, being able to pass a little bit more, see if he's making mistakes. But again, the run game does not seem to be open right now at all.
Yeah, it isn't working for him, but he has to remember that he's only down 3. So it's not like Trey for Life's offense has been putting a lot of points on the board. So he just needs to be patient. He's within striking distance and can actually win this game.
Ooh, and that was almost a crazy completion right there. Gets the completion right there. 1st and 10. Thought that was incomplete at first, the way the animation kind of looked like at first before the toe drag swag, but able to make a big play right there. 1st and 10, and Illuminati still got a little bit of life, Philly.
Yeah, and you can see he is really trying to stay committed to the running game. Was only able to get a yard, but he's controlling the clock and the tempo right now. He's got 3 in his back pocket if he wants it.
Looks like Trey for Life in this quarters look. That time, nobody open as he had flat responsibility, and that's going to be Robert Tyan. Another first down right there. Illuminati looks like he's cooking a little bit, Philly.
Yeah, he's making some really good reads. He's making quick decisions, getting the ball out, staying away from the user. And we just got to see if he can punch it in for 7.
Let's see what the call is. Again, looks like he's going back down to the single back trips. Last time was a run. Let's see if he changes it up. Does not change it up. And that's going to be a loss for yards. And that's one of the bright superstars in this league. Chase Young making a huge impact right there in the running game.
Yeah, he slid off the edge very nicely. And it looks like Illuminati's going to have to go to the air again. So he's just going to have to be patient, take the quick read, and make a good throw.
Let's see if he can make a good read. He got a wide open guy, and he misses the throw right there. Watson wide open. Nobody home on that as we get an excellent replay. Great timing on that. And I'm just as shocked as you could be, Philly, right there. Nobody home. Looked like a perfect pass and just completely missed it.
Yeah, that's a hard, bitter pill to swallow. You had the man open underneath on the in route, but you had that quarter route wide open, and Aaron Rodgers did not make the throw.
Let's see if that comes back to bite him because, again, sometimes Madden's good to you, sometimes Madden's bad, and that time Madden is really, really bad. And, again, you see Illuminati, again, doing a lot of formation flipping, going to this tight slots halfback week here. Aaron Jones in motion, out wide. And it's going to be interesting to see what the play call is as Aaron Rodgers takes the snap right here. Looks like a wheel route to the left side. Throws it. Robert Tyan breaks another tackle, and that's going to be a touchdown Illuminati and touchdown Packers. Robert Tyan on that wheel route, Philly, able to punch it in for a score.
Yeah, that was a huge play. We weren't sure what Illuminati was looking for exactly. As you can see on the right side of the screen, his man was begging for him to throw him on that hitch route. But he throws the ball to his tight end. And he's upset.
Yeah, and that time, I thought that corner was going to make a play on it, but he does a bad job of clicking on right there. Tried to strip the ball out and ends up freezing right there. And that's going to be a score right there for Illuminati. So, again, now Trey's back on offense. And we've seen it time and time again. He's tried to run the ball, establish a run game. Illuminati's defense not budging at all until Wong finally punches it in. But you're in the situation now, Philly. 3 minutes left in the game. Are you taking your time, or are you going full throttle with this last drive potentially for Trey for Life?
Well, you know what? Neither one of them has been able to score. So I think he just needs to make good decisions and try to get a steady drive and look to punch it in for the win.
And you see right there, Wong right there, 20 rushes, only 39 yards, and a touchdown. So we already know, once again, Trey is committed to that run, having that number 1 rushing attack. But run into a wall right here with Illuminati having the number 2 rushing defense in the league right there. As we see, he's going to change it up right here, going with a little bit of split close action. as Howell takes a snap. Looks like a screen right there, and once again, nothing doing. Illuminati's defense able to rally to that and make a huge right there, plays right there. 3rd and 11 right there, Philly.
Yeah, he lost 2 yards in that play, and this down is critical. Now, we did see him make a big play in the first quarter, so I'm curious if he's going to be able to get that post route again on such a critical down.
And that time going to Terry McLaurin in the pass. Let's see if he goes back to him again. Terry McLaurin is open right there. And great defense right there for that SWAT. Sam Howell 7 for 9 on that one. And that was great defense by that cornerback on the left-hand side right there, Philly. Great defense.
Yeah, it looked like it was open. And unfortunately, he got the ball to him a little bit too late. But he's going to have to go for it here on 4th and 11. And I hope he can actually complete the pass.
Yeah, and that was Eric Stokes on that play. UGA Bulldog right there making the huge play on that 3rd down. Let's see, 4th down right here going up. And that's going to be a turnover on downs as he throws it to double coverage. Maybe going to Terry a little bit too much right there as he's going to turn the ball over on downs. And Illuminati is completely in the driver's seat right there, Philly.
Yeah, I mean, he clearly has a chance to do whatever he wants to do right now. Definitely expect for him to run the ball. And Trade for Life is going to have to use these timeouts judiciously.
And let's see if he does right there. It's Aaron Jones right there. Once again, nothing doing it. There goes that timeout you mentioned earlier, calling the first timeout right there. 2 timeouts left, plus the 2-minute warning, so that does stop the time right there. And it's going to be interesting, like you said, Philly, if Illuminati decides to run the ball all 3 downs, kick 3, or does he decide to get the first down, go full throttle, and, seal the game away and run the time down? Let's see what happens right here as Aaron Rodgers makes a little bit of an audible adjustment right here. It looks like tight doubles, hands it off to Aaron Jones right there. Doesn't do too much with the gain of 3, and that's going to be a 3rd and 9 right there. Second timeout burn right there, Philly.
Yeah, he almost was able to shake loose, but it looks like he's going to do exactly what you said. He's definitely going to continue to run the ball, force Trey to use those timeouts, kick the field goal, and then trust in his defense.
Yeah, and let's see how clock management skills are so crucial, especially in the playoffs. Let's see if Illuminati does a smart thing and runs the ball one more time, or does he decide to go for it here as we have a 3rd down and 9. Big play right here, potential with this formation right here. Looks like a gun-tight slots halfback weak as he goes to the wheel route. And actually, playmakers, Aaron Jones up, and that's going to be a first down right here. 2-minute warning approaching. And Trade for Life burning another timeout with a 2-minute warning approaching Philly.
Yeah, he had no choice. That was a tremendous play. You got to love the playmaker. You've been talking about it all game. And right there, we see it firsthand. It gave Illuminati the first down and a chance to close this game out.
Yeah, for those that don't know what playmaker is, playmaker basically enables you to playmaker the closest receiver way faster than you normally would be able to, where they kind of delay and take a step forward. So that time with Aaron Jones having the playmaker, he was able to instantly get up the field and get that first down right there. As we see him go goal line right here, halfback split, nothing doing right there as we get to the 2-minute warning. Now, this is going to be very interesting to see. Again, 3 doesn't hurt Trey, but 7 actually does. So let's see what happens here. It's Aaron Jones. And speaking of 7 right there, he gets in for the touchdown right there. And that's going to be a touchdown, Illuminati, touchdown, Green Bay. And Philly, this becomes real interesting for Trade for Life.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is not a situation where he had to roll the dice and just let him score so he could get the ball back. Unfortunately, this is going to have him down by 2 scores. And he's really not been able to move the ball. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to score quickly against this Packers defense.
And it looked like Illuminati tried to go down right there. Didn't want to score too quickly, but unfortunately gets pushed in with Aaron Jones right there. But hey, 2-possession game, can't complain too much about it. And again, like you mentioned, let's see what Trade for Life can do down 11 with less than 2 minutes left to go. No timeouts. That's the big key factor right here. As we see Sam Howell is see if he goes back to Terry McLaurin, or does he try to go with Wangwu, his workhorse so far in this game, as Howell takes a snap. And let's see where he's going to go right here. Throws it into coverage right there. Gets a high point pass right there. First down, and going hurry up offense. Got no choice right here. But that was an interesting read right there, Philly.
It definitely was, but you know what? He can't even second guess that. He's got to try to push the ball downfield. And it looked like Illuminati was waiting on the play action pass because we saw him get the sack on that play.
Yeah, Devontae Campbell coming over with a huge sack right there. Once again, got to get moving right here. Down 2 possessions for trade for life right here. As Sam Howell staying in this gun tight formation, and we see Illuminati bring the heat right there. Throws it one more time into coverage, and that's going to be a first down right there. And gets down to out of bounds right there at the 38-yard line. Once again, Tom is making huge plays right now for trade for life.
I mean, we saw the pressure almost get there. We saw the defender almost pick it off. And I got to tell you, he's probably just going to have to live like that, because if he tries to overcompensate, he might end up giving the big play. And Trade for Life needs everything to break his way in order to come back and tie this game up.
And that he does for sure. And then Wongwu with a great completion right there down to the 21-yard line, gets out of bounds. Again, that's key right there. But at some point in time, you got to start going to the red zone right there. Start throwing it towards the back of the end zone, back of the pylon, and see if you could come down on one of these. Has been doing a great job with Logan Thomas, but again, we need more out of this if Trade for Life wants to have a chance right there as Howell takes a snap back. B looked open, doesn't throw it. Goes back to Logan Thomas, unable to come down with that one, Philly.
I mean, we've seen him already complete that pass 2 times in a row. He was unable to come down with it this time, but he's got to score, get a 2-point conversion, an onside kick, and then a field goal. So he can't afford to have any more drops if he's going to be taking shots at the end zone.
Yeah, that indeed. And again, we see Sam Howell taking another shot right here to Thomas. Almost picked off right there. 3rd and 10, 41 seconds. Time is ticking right now, Philly.
Yeah, and you saw Illuminati made the adjustment. He had 3 defenders over there, and Trey was lucky that they didn't come away with the interception.
Yeah, and let's see, again, he's been going to Thomas back-to-back here. Let's see if he goes to Terry McLaurin, calls his number, give him a shot, and does not do it. Instead, checks down underneath right there. 4th and 1 right there. And Madden suggesting a field goal right there, which it's not a bad option to get an onside kick, but it looks like he's going to go for it right here at 4th and 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantee that he's going to be able to get this onside kick. It's 36 seconds left to go. Got to try to get that first down. And this is not the play I would have called on 4th and 1.
Yeah, and I think that might be it. I mean, that's definitely going to be it right there. Interesting decision right there, 4th and 1. Maybe wave the white flag right there with Wongwu. Yeah, I have no idea what to say about that. Well, I guess that's going to be GG's, folks. Illuminati looks to move on to the 2nd round. Again, shout-outs to everybody supporting Madden Underground here. Again, sorry for the technical delays and difficulties, you guys. Again, that's part of streaming. You're going to run into technology issues from time to time. But we will be looking to fix that coming up in the next game. And Illuminati and the Green Bay Packers take it over Trade for Life 21-10 here at Madden Underground. And Philly, man, I thought it was a pretty solid game for Illuminati. Not so much for Trade for Life. Had a great start, kind of sputtered out wildly in the second half.
Came across as being a defensive-minded game. And unfortunately, it came down to a very interesting, controversial play call on 4th and 1. But, we're getting an opportunity to look at some of these plays here from Illuminati. And that playmaker really came in handy when he needed it most.
Yeah, definitely did. Again, having that playmaker ability on your halfback made a whole lot of difference. Again, able to move your guy and receiver a lot faster than he would a normal playmaker. And again, that was the key, like you mentioned right there, Philly, is we're seeing some of the highlights right there. First down catch right there. Free-form pass. Free-form is so free. Get him a first down again. And then able to get and convert time and time again against this defense from Trey right there. It's wide open right there. Had flat responsibility, didn't take that. And I think this is getting close to that playmaker player. And this was one of the most craziest plays right there, missing that wide open corner route right there. And we were kind of shocked. We didn't know how Illuminati was going to bounce back. That time, Robert Tyan able to punch it in right there for a score right there.
Huge conversion. Huge conversion. You're absolutely right.
And then there goes Eric Stokes making a huge play right there. 4th and 11 right here. I think this is when he throws it to Terry McLaurin in double coverage with their Jair Alexander with the play right there, along with safety help. Turnover on downs, and then going straight to, again, this is the playmaker that you talked about right here, Philly. Crucial first down right there. Burned all 3 timeouts for Trey for life right there. And again, Aaron Jones gets the ball right here, is going to score. Looked like he didn't want to score originally, tried to slow down right there, able to punch it in. Illuminati able to go up 11 right here. And we see right here, this is where he kind of gets in a little bit of trouble right here. Throws in a double coverage, able to come down with that one for Logan Thomas. That's great. And he goes into Logan Thomas a lot on this particular last drive here. Takes a sack, Devontae Campbell, 1 sack, 4 tackles on the day right there. Another high point pass. Logan Thomas gets out of bounds right there. And this was another pass to Wongwu. Tries to make a move. Good juke. Gets out of bounds right there. 4th and 1. Again, could take 3. Decided to go with a run right there. Again, waving the white flag. And that's what it comes down to. Again, great game by Illuminati. Again, once again, moving on. And Trey for life, man. Great season. Unfortunately, ended not the way he wanted to. But final thoughts before we get out of here, Philly. What do you think?
You know, I mean, obviously that playmaker play was huge. I thought it was the play of the game. But I think it was really good to see Illuminati's composure because it was a hard-fought game, all game. But when he got to the 4th quarter, he really came alive, made the right reads, the right throws. He wasn't rattled by Aaron Rodgers missing that corner route, and he came out victorious. And sometimes you got to win ugly. It's not going to be as pretty as you want it to be, but he was able to win his game in ugly fashion, but it's still a win.
Yeah, and a win is a win. Again, Illuminati moving on. Trey for life in spectator mode, watching like the rest of us. And again, shout outs to everybody coming through. We will have another game on at the top of the hour. We're going to be watching the trilogy between VA Dimes and wide receiver Woody, so stay tuned for that. Again, my name is Black Phoenix, Philly guy on the call, Snipes on the 1s and 2s in the background. Again, shout out to Snipes for coming through on that. And we'll be getting out of here, guys. Any last words, Philly?
Yeah, stay tuned. Like he said, we're going to be back at the top of the hour. You do not want to miss that. It's going to wrap up this first round of wild card playoffs for the Madden Underground Pro League.
All right, folks. With that being said, we'll see you guys at the top of the hour.